Hey everybody, welcome to the Lowdown. We got a bonus round with Sam Rhines. So Sam, the big question here right now we've been hearing this week is, will artificial intelligence replace the financial advisor? What are your thoughts on that?
Just like the robo-advisor did.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, wait, I forgot about that.
Yes. Yeah. Now the robo-advisor was supposed to kill the investor, the investor-advisor relationship, period, right? That was supposed to be everybody was going to fall to the sword of the robo-advisor, and it just didn't. There's a number of reasons for that. But
well, I remember being at a conference I will not name, okay, and one of the rooms or one of the speeches was going to be about the robo-advisor that came out, and it was a packed room, standing room only. I've never seen so many grown men crying, thinking they were going to be completely shuttered out of the business. And of course, we know that did not happen. As a matter of fact, we actually put one together and it was used very minimal, and actually we had to just dissolve it. I agree. I mean, that was one that many did think it was going to replace. But at the end of the day, what did they want? That human element, that human touch, especially when crisis came along. But what are you seeing? I mean, you've tested some of these things as far as picking stocks, doing, is it a better stock picker so far? Or what have you seen so far in terms of what you've done?
I mean, it's a fine stock picker. I mean, it comes up with some interesting outputs. It kind of helps me be a little bit more creative, possibly look into some angles that I wouldn't have looked at before. Okay. But what it is particularly not good at is understanding what I'm looking for in terms of an investment. Right. If I'm looking for something that would be better if the Fed pauses interest rates, or if the Fed has to cut quickly, right? Those are things that the AI is simply not good at understanding.
So it's not thinking.
It's not thinking forward. It's trained on the past.
So past performance, past data.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you look at the financial advisory business, I mean, it's multifaceted. I mean, is there a point where I could take the W-2s of a client, I could plug in all the assets and everything, and then boom, this kind of spits out at least some recommendation? I mean, I can do that with a tax return now and somewhat get some pretty good ideas, but is this going to come out and help me at least put together some plan for that individual?
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be helpful, but it's not going to present that to the client, and it's not going to be able to look at that and say, "Ooh, but this client really doesn't want more tech, or really doesn't have, or has a significant ESG tilt, or really likes oil and gas investments." There's a million different reasons that people come to, including millennials, by the way, come to a financial advisor. And it's usually not simply because they want somebody to make financial decisions for them. It's because they want to understand and they want to trust that somebody has their best interest in mind. So the idea that an AI is going to suddenly take that position of human interaction away, I think has been proven time and time again that it simply isn't going to happen.
Well, what about the divide? Don't you think that, I guess, those in the financial industry, and let's just for a minute, those that are managing portfolios, utilizing these AI tools versus those that are not using it? I mean, don't you think that's going to be a pretty good divider and setting those apart?
Oh, it is. Okay. It's going to be, and it's kind of back to the productivity enhancement aspect, right? It's going to make you much better at what you do, and therefore much more valuable to your client, and hopefully provide better outcomes for the client. And I think that's really going to become a differentiator over time.
Well, no, I agree. And I mean, back to, again, I think the best example is a robo-advisor. I think AI with the financial advisor is going to be one that, like you said, enhances, and you're going to want to make sure that your advisor or whoever's helping you with that is actually utilizing those tools versus not doing or not utilizing them at all. Mm-hmm. Well, again, thank you, Sam, for coming in, and I really appreciate you being here and joining us on the show.
Hey, thank you.